It is 11:47 on a quiet night because apparently that is when souls do their best negotiating. Our subject stands at her window, looking up at a sky full of stars, and she says the words every human has said at least once. If I'm supposed to take this leap, just give me a sign. Anything. A feather. A song. A billboard. I am listening. She is not listening, but we'll get to that. Tonight, on Souls, Explained, a documentary about what happens after you ask. Because here's the thing nobody warns you about. The universe took her request very seriously. It answered immediately. It answered repeatedly. It answered in bold, in capital letters, and eventually in traffic signage. And she filed every single answer under weird coincidence. If you have ever asked for a sign and then argued with the sign, this episode is about you. If you have ever said, I just wish the universe would tell me what to do, while ignoring the feeling in your chest that has been telling you what to do since March, stay right here. The universe has been texting you. Tonight, we find out why you keep leaving it on read. The next morning, our subject walks to the bus stop, eyes on her phone, as is tradition. Above her, a billboard the size of a house says, in letters you can see from space, maybe this is your sign. She looks up. She reads it. She says, and this is a direct quote, weird coincidence. The universe pauses. The universe regroups. Her podcast app shuffles to an episode called Take the Leap. Weird coincidence. A stranger at the bus stop tells his friend, word for word, the exact sentence she needed to hear. Small world. A book falls off a shelf and opens itself to the page. Gravity, probably. Watch her closely, dear viewer, because this is the part where you might recognize someone. She is not stupid. She is not blind. She is scared. Because if it is all coincidence, she does not have to do anything. But if it is a sign, she has to change her life. Coincidence is safer. So the universe writes bigger. And she squints at the sky, at the songs, at the strangers, and says the prayer of every terrified human. Okay, but can I get one more sign, just to be sure? Meanwhile, somewhere above the clouds, we visit the universe's customer service department. Yes, it has one. Tonight, it is fully staffed with angels wearing headsets, and none of them are okay. On the big screen, a ticket blinks in red. Request number 4582. A sign, please. Same customer. An angel takes off his headset and rubs his eyes. She asked again, he says. The whole floor goes quiet. We sent the billboard, says one. Did she see it? She saw it. She read it out loud. She called it a weird coincidence. An angel in the back gently lowers her forehead onto her desk. Sir, we have sent feathers, songs, 3 podcast episodes, and a golden retriever that sat on her foot for 20 minutes. What does she write down? She wrote, dogs are friendly here. Fine, says the supervisor. Escalate. Send the numbers. The whole floor cheers. Somebody rings a little bell. This is what hope looks like in middle management. And this, dear viewer, is why repeating numbers exist. It is not magic math. It is a wake-up call from a department that has tried literally everything else. It is the universe switching to all caps. And so the numbers arrive. She checks the oven clock, 11:11. How funny. The lunch receipt comes to exactly 11:11. The parking spot next to hers is number 1111. She shrugs and keeps walking. But here is the scene this documentary actually wants you to see. Months ago, a job offer. Good salary, good title, everything correct on paper. And something in her chest, quiet as a library, whispered, do not take it. One sentence. No explanation. Intuition does not do slideshows. So her mind, who is loud and impatient and has never once whispered in its life, opened a spreadsheet. Pros and cons. The salary cell was highlighted. The whisper was not in the spreadsheet because whispers never are. The spreadsheet won. The job turned out to be, and we quote the exit interview of her soul, exactly what the whisper said it would be. This is the truth about guidance. Intuition is quiet and patient. The mind is loud and impatient. We ask for direction, and when it arrives, we negotiate with it. The signs were never mystical fireworks, dear viewer. They were confirmations of a nudge you had already felt. And now, the part of the file nobody expects. Here it is. You never actually missed a sign. Not one. Every nudge you ignored got resent. Every whisper you overruled came back wearing a different code. A song, a stranger, a sentence in a book that stopped your breath. The universe has infinite patience, and your soul keeps receipts. Nothing meant for you gave up on you. It just rescheduled. And look back at your life for a moment. Really look, not with the eyes that graded every ending as a failure. With the eyes you have now. The closed doors you cried in front of. The job you did not get. The person who left. The plan that collapsed. Every single one of them was a redirection, and you can only see it from here. From up here, the whole path is visible, every detour drawn in gold. And it is not the straight line you asked for. It is better. It is yours. Only your wrong turns could have drawn it, and it led you exactly here to this screen, to this sentence still on time. You were never lost. You were being rerouted by something with a longer map. Which brings us to the part of the documentary where someone finally walks on screen to help. You know him by now. Dreadlocks, calm face, the energy of a man who has never once argued with a billboard. Good evening, he says. You do not need a 10th sign. You need a way to hear the first one. For tools. 1. The body compass. Imagine choice A. Now notice your body. Chest open, breath easy. That is expansion. That is a yes. Now imagine choice B. Shoulders up, jaw tight. That is contraction. Your body votes before your mind can open the spreadsheet. 2. The bedside question. Write your question on paper before you sleep. Then listen to your very first thought in the morning before the noise logs in. That thought is usually the whisper. 3. The 48-hour rule. A real nudge comes back. Calm. Same message. 2 days later. A fear spike fades. Wait 48 hours and see which one you have. And 4. The big one. Stop asking for the 10th sign and act on the first. The universe is not a vending machine you shake until certainty falls out. It is a conversation. Answer it. Back at the window, one more night. Our subject writes her question down, sleeps, and wakes up with one quiet thought lying on top of all the others. This time, she does not open a spreadsheet. This time she says okay. Just okay. That is the whole ceremony. And watch what happens. The door she had been staring at for a year turns out to be unlocked. It always was. She walks through it, and the light on the other side is the exact color of every 1111 she ever shrugged at. So no, the universe is not ignoring you. You're just a very hard person to reach when your read receipts are off. The signs will keep coming because that is the policy of the department. But you could save the angels a lot of paperwork by answering the first one. If you are ready to stop negotiating with your own knowing, that is the work we do at Shinzo Holistic Coaching. Coaching for empaths, sensitive souls, and seekers who want to uncover their purpose and walk their path with trust. From head to heart, the link is below. And send this to the friend who saw 1111 today and screenshotted it. Ticket closed.
Hey, this is Chenzo. If this touches something in you, like this video and subscribe and share it with somebody who needs it. And if you want real help on your path, come to ChenzoHolisticCoaching.com. The link is below. With love.